Welcome to Finland. I admit it looks a lot like my place back in Canada. I have a quotation for you from Paavo Haavikko, a famous Finnish poet. And here you go.
Tallennuksen aikana paina tallennuspainiketta.
Catchy, isn't it? It means when you are recording a video, push the record button. We might hear that a couple of times because I brought a lot of content with me while I'm here in Finland. I'm cleaning it up so that I can post it. After I leave here, I'll be going down to the South Pacific where I hope to work on that black stuff again that I get out of the sand. In this particular video, we're talking about the crucibles that I smush molded. They came out interestingly, but I can't pour hot molten copper into them until I've fired them. And so I've been exploring how to fire clay when I don't have a kiln. So that's what I did in this episode. Stay tuned and we'll see you shortly. So in order to try to minimize the thermal shock, what I've decided to do is just load up the big can with a nice charge. I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. I'll give it 10 minutes to get nice and hot. Then I'm going to pull the air off of it and let it smolder. While it's smoldering, I'll go ahead and put the crucibles in for 30 minutes or so just to get them warmed up, and then I'll give them 30 minutes with air. And once they've had 30 minutes with air, I'll just let the thing burn down. So that ought to take an hour, hour and a half for the fire to go out, at which point I can just wait for them to cool to the touch, pull them out, and see what I've got. So I'm gun shy after I almost got killed with the coal gasification or the charcoal gasification. We'll give that 10 minutes to get nice and hot, and then we'll go ahead and put our crucibles in. So after 10 minutes of warm up, which has got the thing pretty toasty, let's put these babies in the fire and see what happens. We're just going to drop them in and let them kind of soak for a half hour. Then we'll come back and give them some fire for a while. See what that does. I think I heard an exploding piece of clay. Damn it. Yep. I think we got our answer. They're not ready. I'm going to try one more thing. let's let those sit for a while and see they're not directly exposed to the flame itself. 30 minutes ago I put those in there on that brick, and then 10 minutes ago I put the air back on it in order to raise the stakes a little bit. Now I'm going to add some more charcoal and let it rip until the fire burns out and see what we have left. So let's go ahead and go for broke. So now with dual air, it's going to get hot in there. It's already starting to look kind of red hot in the areas where the charcoal is touching the crucibles, so I have hopes. We'll see what happens. We've been doing hot in there for 22 minutes. They're red hot. It's really quite something to see. I hope you can see that. The one on the right has actually lost a chunk of its bottom, but the top and the other one, the one on the left, seem to be doing fine. What I would normally do, I think, is let these things sit for a couple of days in a slow cooling oven. I don't have that. I don't run a pottery studio. So all I can really do is just let the charcoal burn out and then let the thing slowly cool down naturally and see what happens. Working with hot stuff on a hot summer day does tend to make that look awfully tempting. The fire burned itself out about an hour and a half on. I let the air run for another half hour. I just turned the air off. I'm going to give this at least 2 or 3 hours to slowly reaccommodate. You can already see that one on the right, it's broken. And actually, I lost the top off of the lid, although the lid itself seems to be intact. The one on the left looks like it's all one piece. I don't know if it'll still be all one piece when we pull it out. Other thing, of course, is the brick didn't like that treatment either. So I may still have something to learn about how you fire graphite clay. The color change is fascinating. I was not expecting that color. Here's what came out of my firing experiment. I have literally no idea why these things are this color. There's still a little black inside. I wonder if I cooked it so much that I drove off the graphite. I don't know. It's pretty tough. It sounds like well, not porcelain, but it sounds like fired stuff. It's not kind of dull and thunky like the pre-fired was. It's not perfectly intact, but I can use it to pour copper into, so when I do my next melting, I'll do that. I'm going to go ahead and just bag the conversation at this point. I think that'll do it for the great case of the cooked crucibles. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Come on back anytime you want. I've got other video that I'll be posting from here in Finland.
Tallennuksen aikana paina tallennuspainiketta.
I'm getting into that, which is good because I've got several episodes where I'll probably need to record out here in the great Finnish countryside. So it's nice to see you again, and I'm sure we'll meet up later. Thank you.